Tonight, we take you inside an exclusive ride-along with the special JSO unit while it works to track down the killers of a 7-year-old boy. I'm Tanika Hughes.
And I'm Ben Becker. Now, JSO says Breon Allen was murdered Friday night in a gang-related drive-by shooting. And only our cameras were there as the Community Problem Response Unit searched for answers and the killers.
Investigator Emily Turner wrote with deputies and officers and shows us a behind-the-scenes look at how this specialized unit works to combat violent crime.
It was honestly amazing, really. Within minutes, these officers knew the gangs involved and within hours found the vehicle used in the drive-by. Their sole job is staying on top of the most violent criminals in the city. So when crimes like this happen, they know exactly where to go and who to look for.
This is the reality of Jacksonville's streets. Gun violence, gang activity, and officers working tirelessly to stop it.
All of our detectives are basically deployed to multiple different areas, searching those areas to see if they see the vehicle.
That crime is the murder of 7-year-old Breon Allen and the attempted murder of his cousin, 21-year-old Lafayette Mango Jr. It happened Friday evening on the west side, and officers say multiple shooters in a dark Kia Soul opened fire with rifles and guns. Bullets hit multiple houses, critically injuring Mango and killing 7-year-old Allen.
They took somebody away who could have really put this shit on the map. Like, really, my baby was a superstar. He was going to the NFL, no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
JSO says gang violence is the driving force behind these kinds of attacks, and the Community Problem Response Unit, or CPR for short, has been critical in targeting the criminals involved. On this night, before the crime scene was even cleared, CPR and Sergeant Jessica Schaus were already hunting for the killers.
Information through witnesses, through different investigative resources started coming through, and they were able to link some of the individuals involved.
Officers knew the gangs involved, its players, and where they usually leave their stolen cars. So within hours, our cameras were rolling as they found the stolen Kia Soul used in the fatal drive-by.
So right now they're coordinating basically a block around the vehicle in every direction. It'll all be covert vehicles set up in a good perimeter around it, so no matter which direction the vehicle goes, if it went mobile, we would have someone there.
It never moved, so after several hours, it was taken for evidence.
And this is some of the stuff that they look for, is that's a nice big handprint right there.
JSO will collect the evidence, run the prints, and see if there's any DNA, while Sergeant Schaus and her CPR team run through the list of known gang members and their usual hangouts.
I want everybody to transition to those locations, see if we see any groups of those guys hanging out, and any vehicle that comes and goes from that group, I won't stop.
The rest of that night was quiet, at least for this case, and the sheriff's office has yet to make an arrest. But with CPR on the case, criminals know it's only a matter of time.
They know what these uniforms mean. When they see these green pants out there, you'll start hearing them, oh, gang, CPR, they're here, they're looking for us.
The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office says the CPR unit is directly responsible for last year's major reduction in violent crime by nearly 50%. Coming up later this month, I'll go into more depth about how they operate and what that proactive way of policing looks like. For local coverage you can count on, Emily Turner, Action News Jax.
And if you have any information about this case, contact JSO or Crime Stoppers at 1-866-845-TIPS.